go out more.
What's up? Doing P90x arms today, so follow along at home if you want to. All you really need is free weights and try a hard attitude. Let's get it going. And for something for you to enjoy, I'm going to be listening to the Bill Burr podcast. Funny shit, so enjoy.
And have more fun, if you know what I mean. Since then, our sex life dropped to an all-time low, and I feel like she doesn't feel attracted to me anymore. Also, weight has never been an issue before. Since then, I lost about 15 pounds. Good man. She didn't even notice or won't say anything about it, at least. Yeah, she might be feeling bad about herself, and she's taking it out on you. It seems she's still gaining weight. It's starting to hang on her belly and hips. Whether I try to talk to her about my feelings or our sex life, she gets really defensive and mad, and I don't know what to do about it anymore. I love this woman to death and just want to be happy together, fat or not, although I prefer at least to be healthy. What would Billy Bald Balls do? Please help. Thank you. Go fuck yourself. I would just say to her, just tell her you need to talk, and I would sit down and tell her that you love her and that you want to be with her. But, you know, like any relationship, there comes times where you have to sit down and talk, and this is one of them.
There we go.
And I would just tell her how you feel.
Did you hear that?
And just tell her what you want to do.
30 pounds.
How it makes you feel when the sex
life. Baby.
It's like you told me that I was getting fat, and then we had that conversation, and now you're not having sex with me. I feel like you're not attracted to me anymore. Is that the truth? Is that the case? I would say. And then listen to what she says. And then you just basically have to tell her what you would like the two of you to do, which is to live a more healthy lifestyle. I want to live a more healthy lifestyle with you. And see what she says. And just tell her how you're feeling and tell her what you want and what you want the two of you to do. And leave it at that. And it's upset, she cries, and do all of that type of stuff. Just remain calm. Say, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not insulting you. I just feel like we need to communicate here. I feel like there's something going on. I'm open to all options. And see how that goes. And if she
graduating debt-free while serving country part-time lets me take full control of my future. My name is Vince, and I'm a soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve.
I really think that she sort of just, I don't think she's happy with herself. And I don't think it's you. I think it's her. And, you know, it's a hard fucking road. When you're on a road you don't want to be on, and you don't know how to get off of it. And it makes you hate yourself. And then you're ashamed of yourself. And then the walls come up. And then you can lash out at people and stuff like that. See, I think it's going to be more than one conversation to try and get through this. So you're going to have to be really patient. This is a tough one. This is probably one of the toughest ones. If the woman in your life is putting on weight and you know she's not happy about it, and she's
honestly, my arms are still sore from doing chest and back yesterday, so it's a little hard.
Being super fucking defensive. I mean, that's literally like there's a wild animal. I saw this one. There was a fucking mountain lion stuck in a bear trap, and these guys were trying to free it while this thing was trying to fucking defend itself. It's like I'm trying to help you, and the mountain lion didn't understand it. Is essentially what you're dealing with here. And I think women deal with it, you know, if a guy's like, you know, you can't get it up or something like that, that's going to cause a guy to start doing the fucking mountain lion in the bear trap fucking thing. So, yeah, dude, just know you got your work cut out for you here. It's going to be more than one conversation. And then also know that your feelings are valid. And you express them, and she should hear them, and she should not be, what she's doing, she shouldn't be doing to you. That's not fair to you. All right, and she's hurting herself by continuing to gain weight. It's not going to be. You can eat your way into being a diabetic and that whole fucking nightmare, or you can just turn the ship around now while you're young, and you know, it's a great thing to do. Like me and my wife just started getting back into like working out together, which is fucking awesome. Just basically going for walks. And once you have kids, you know it's hard. You don't have a lot of time, but it's a great bonding thing. Like, all right, let's do this. She pushes me, I push her, or whatever, and it's a fun. It can be a real fun thing to do. You just gotta, you know, try and sell them on it. That's all. So, anyways, all right. Okay, that's the podcast. What a weekend. Thank you guys. I didn't even thank you guys. My head's spinning so much. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I stayed offline because I need to just stay level. You know what I mean? I can't be reading a bunch of good shit. I can't be reading a bunch of negative shit. I did what I did. Some people like it. Some people don't. You know, there's a million comics out there. If you like it, keep watching me. If you don't like it, don't watch me. I understand. No big deal. So I haven't, but I just really appreciate like all the emails that I got, how excited and happy you guys were for me. That was just, it was the gig of my life, and everybody over SNL could not have made it easier. It was just from the second I got over there till when I left that place. It was just the greatest experience I've had. So I will never forget it. I will never forget it. And I will be watching next week. Issa Rae is up next. And I saw a few of the hosts that got coming up after that. It just keeps getting better. So that is it, everybody. That is the podcast. I will talk to you. All right, boyfriend is fucking up big time. Okay. Hey, Bill, lady, listen here. One of the ladies right in. Desperate for some relationship help, so I'm getting straight to the point. My boyfriend is about to lose me, and I'm desperate to get through to him. We are 30, been together 2 years, both want to eventually marry each other, have babies together, etc. The issue we need to help with is his ex-girlfriend. They dated for 3 years, broke up, then remained extremely close friends. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. They had been broken up for a little over a year when I initially came into the picture. My boyfriend told me about her, but originally told me they were friends and completely failed to mention that they were once a couple. All right, okay, and you were 28 at the time, so I'll forgive you. All right, but now you're 30, and you got to read the tea leaves here. I don't need to read the rest of this. But I will. I actually found out from her because she saw us flirting on Instagram and then messaged me. She's a nice enough woman who now lives with her boyfriend of the last 2 years. I've met her several times, and while I didn't particularly love the way she looks at my man, I'm not going to be a bitch about it either. Oh, you are not being a bitch on any level. What you are being is too fucking accommodating. She and I used to text quite often. Oh, God, she's probably milking your information. But that has come to an abrupt stop because I've become fed up with how close she and my boyfriend still are. Are you going to tell me at night you're sitting there watching TV with him and she calls and then he talks to her for like 20, 30, 40 minutes? In the beginning of our relationship, they would hang out constantly. They lived in California and lived in Colorado. And I lived in Colorado, so my boyfriend and I were in a long-distance relationship for over a year until he recently moved to Colorado to start a life.
Gotta get the AC going. Gotta get some fresh cold air. Making late the weights a little wider. So then it will be lightweight.
When he was still living in California, he and his ex would go out to eat, go shopping, go to concerts, or even go on road trips together. Now, what are the odds that they weren't still fucking at that point? They had a shared hobby of photography, so they would often take photos of each other as well. Yes, this became an issue, a huge issue. I would say things like, I get that you guys are friends, but I feel like you are like things with her when you are dating me. And he would always reply with, I wish I could take you, but I can't because of the distance. So am I supposed to never go out and do anything? Oh my God. Fuck this guy. And he would guilt me and then manipulate the situation until I essentially had to be okay with it. Yeah, okay. You know, I gotta be honest with you. This is you. This isn't him. He's a cunt, but I mean, you gotta fucking, come on. Maybe the fact that I'm reading your own words out loud right now, you can see how this is. Yeah, fuck this guy. Fast forward to now, obviously they don't hang out like they used to due to him moving to Colorado, but they still text all the time. I've talked to my boyfriend about this and how it bothers me. I say, look, I know you and whoever, we're very close. She's a good person, so are you. I know you guys have a lot of history, and I know that I knew about her from the beginning of our relationship, but he wasn't honest with you about it. Did you ever ask him that? How come he didn't say you fucking used to date this person? You shifty cunt. However, what I didn't realize is how close you two would remain. Maybe I'm naive, but I thought that naturally, as you and I grew closer, you and so-and-so would grow more distant, and you focus only on our relationship. Bill, and in my eyes, I'm a pretty cool girlfriend for knowing that my man and his ex are close friends, but they are pushing the inappropriate boundaries here. The boundaries have been obliterated, sweetheart. There's no reason two exes would be constantly texting unless they still love each other or they want to fuck. There you go. There you go. I'm glad you said that. When I tell him I'm not cool with him living with me, when I tell him I'm not cool with him living with me, but always texting her, his response is, you knew about her from the beginning. She was there for me when my grandpa died. And I know we've had sex and been in love, but I swear I see her as nothing but a friend now. Dude, fuck this limp dick fucking, this guy's annoying. But we fight all the time because I feel like I'm in some fucked up triangle. That's because you are. Not to mention, she's way too nosy for my comfort level. She will text me, when are you guys going to have babies? And other shit. Oh, Jesus. And other shit that doesn't involve her. When I tell him this, he automatically defends her and says, she's not nosy, she's nice. Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, why don't you nice your fucking hairy ass back to California? All right, get the fuck out. Yeah, fuck this guy. This still goes on. How long is this fucking thing? Jesus Christ. Anyways, he's been in Colorado for a few months now and misses family, so he plans on making a quick weekend trip back to California. I asked him, are you going to focus on family? And lo and behold, he says, well, I'm going to see so-and-so while I'm out there. So without freaking out, I tell him, okay, I get it. You want to see her and catch up. But in my eyes, there's absolutely no reason you guys need to be alone. So please arrange something with the group with her, or with her boyfriend there as well. He proceeds to tell me how controlling I am. I told him it's not about control, it's about respecting your partner. I sure as hell would never expect him to be cool with me going out one-on-one with an ex. After days and days of fighting, he told me, exact quote here, out of respect for you, I'll try to make sure it's not me and her alone. But if it happens, you can't be mad. Bill, I love this man. Why? Can I ask you why? He's a good soul, but this is straight bullshit, right? No, it is a mountain on top of a bottomless pile of bullshit. Tell me I'm not the only one who feels exes have no place in our relationship. He's an avid listener, and I honestly think he would listen to you. Please tell me, don't have him listen to this shit. Please tell him he's fucking this up big time, or maybe I'm in the wrong. My heart is telling me I shouldn't have to put up with this shit. But call it as you see it. Thanks. Yeah, dump this guy. Dump this guy. Yesterday. Yeah. Fuck it. I think he's still fucking her. I wouldn't put my life savings on it, but if they said you had to put 80% of your money one way or the other, why the women are pissed. Well, a year or so later, me and my high school sweetie started talking again and to become close, leading up to where it is now. I had an unbelievable guilt for what I did with her sister, the closer me and this girl got years later. is the only thing that I haven't been honest with her about, and I had to tell her, you fucking idiot. No, you didn't. You should have talked to your sister and just been like, look, what are we going to do here? You know? Is it good? How does it make things better that you told her? That's such a thing. And then, like, for the rest of their fucking lives, that's going to be a problem between the two of them. Ah, Jesus. You shouldn't have said shit and just waited until 20 years later when the sister, you know, who never got married gets fucking hammered and you go, yeah, well, I fucked your husband 25 years ago. And at that point, you know, what are you going to do? You're like, yeah, it was in the fucking 2000s. What do you want from me? Anyways, he goes, well, a year or so later, me and the high school sweetie start talking again, blah, 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 blah. I had an unbelievable guilt. So I had to test. So the last night of our vacation, oh my God, we were laying in bed and I told her everything. I took a slap. She was crying for hours and it was as ugly as you can imagine. But you know what, dude? I commend you. You got it off your fucking chest. He goes, I feel terrible and am torn on if it was the right decision to tell her. My friends are giving me mixed answers and I would like an outside perspective from someone who I respect greatly. Well, Jesus, well, I appreciate you respect me. I don't know, do you? If it was really bugging you and you felt like you had to tell her, good, you told her. You know? Now you don't have to worry about that fucking thing coming out of nowhere. Because it is still fresh and everything is confusing on what is next. We love each other very much, but obviously I fucked up big time. Do you think this relationship stands a chance? I really hope it does, but I'm worried I ruined it. She seems to be getting better than I thought after her first reaction. She told me she loves me, but I really hurt her and she needs some space because when I'm... she needs some space. I hope you don't have a brother. Because when I'm with her... Okay, she told me she loves me, but I really hurt her, and she needs some space because when I'm with her, she can't be mad at me. I'm not a scumbag, and this is completely out of character for me to do. I just made a terrible mistake. Thanks, go fuck yourself. I will say, the fact that you actually feel this level of guilt, you're a better man than me, because I wouldn't have said shit. I just would have just been like, well, I hope this doesn't fucking come out someday while we're having pumpkin pie over Thanksgiving. And I bet there's a lot of people out there that live with that secret. My thing is not only the cowardly self-preservation that I would try to have, I'm also thinking, like, this is how I would have handled that situation. I either wouldn't have said shit, or I would just break up with her and just walk away from it. Because I wouldn't say, hey, by the way, I banged your sister. And then for the rest of their life, they have to fucking deal with that. When I'm the piece of shit that did it. But I have to commend you that you actually felt that level of guilt and said something. Because I don't know. So it sounds to me that you're going to get Pat. So the good thing is that now you don't have to worry about that fucking grand piano crashing down on your fucking life someday. So that's the upside. Maybe there's an upside that you told her where she'll have faith in you that, like, wow, this guy actually feels guilt about stuff like that, so I can't trust him. We were broken up while it happened. Let me see if I can get Nia in here for this one. Hang on a second. All right, the magic of the pause button again. The lovely Nia is here.
Hi, hey, how you doing?
All right, ex-girlfriend's sister. Okay. All right, really quickly, this guy. All right, I'll give you the abridged version. I've been on and off again for 10 years. Just got back from a 2-week vacation with her. Everything was perfect. We had the time of our lives. This is the woman I want to start a family with. Here's the thing. I slept with his sister on a drunken, blacked out night 3 years ago while we met. While me and her were not together and we're on bad terms. My heart was broken. I had a lot of resentment. I was 23, drunk, weak, and her younger sister came on to me.
I don't know. I tell you, that's a rough one. That's a real rough one.
You like how he makes himself the victim?
Yeah, she came on to me. Okay.
I said earlier, I said, dude, I am a dick too. Don't fucking lie to me.
Exactly. Stop it.
I said you rubbed one out to her before you fucking.
Yes, the seeds have been planted for a while that you've been wanting to fuck the sister. Don't try to act like you're so heartbroken. You and the sister are both dirty.
Okay. So here's the deal. He goes, he felt terrible the last night of the vacation. He couldn't deal with the guilt, so he told her.
Oh my God.
He goes, I took a slap. She was crying for hours, and it was as ugly as you could imagine.
Yeah.
She loves me, but I really hurt her, and she needs some space because when I'm with her, she can't be mad at me. I'm not a scumbag, and this is completely out of character for me to do. I just made a terrible mistake. So he's basically saying, do you think the relationship stands a chance? I really hope it does, but I'm worried I ruined it. She seems to be getting through it better than I thought after her first reaction. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. You fucked your sister. It's over. That's it.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, maybe there are some people who are more emotionally evolved than I am, but I couldn't get that. Like, that's her sister. Like, her sister's not going anywhere. And like, how's it gonna be at like Thanksgiving and Christmas and like all that kind of stuff? Like, you're just gonna avoid each other, or just kind of like, it's weird. I mean, maybe the three of them can have
a threesome.
No.
Right. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You can't have a threesome with your sister. That's disgusting. That's gross. I would never want to see my sister
talking to each other and he's behind them.
Yeah, talking to each other.
Hey, remember we went to the water park?
Oh no, stop. Unless the three of them sit down and both this guy and the sister are so repentant and so whatever, you'd never be able to trust them. You'd never be like, oh yeah, can you guys run out and like, you know, get some extra sugar and more groceries? Exactly. So, and that's the thing. She might be okay with him now, but in the end, she's gonna choose her sister. Like that, no matter how her sister betrayed her, that's the sister. So you are disposable. You're just like the dude. That's her family. So if you think that you really have a chance,
done too.
Her and the sister,
yes,
her and the sister will probably get past it.
Like I have to say,
long ways from now, and it will probably always still be there. But because they're family. I mean, family betrays each other all the time, you know?
Here's the thing. I think what she did was worse than what he did.
The sister?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. If we're going to, like, put them on who was the worst person in the situation, the sister, 100%.
So here's what I learned.
You never do that.
If you're with a woman, okay, you guys break up and blah, blah, blah. If her sister comes on to you, like, you are effectively ending that relationship forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only the relationship with her and the relationship with
he should have told her.
The thing about it is that he told her because he felt guilty. So it was to unburden his own conscience. Because it wasn't real. Because there's nothing in telling her that would make her feel better. And oh my God, thank you so much for being honest with me. That's the sister. So I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that.
Is nothing commendable that he had such guilt that he had to tell her?
Not really, because people are burdened with guilt all the time, and they like, oh, I just had to get it off my chest, and it's like, great, congratulations, it's off your chest. Now I feel shitty. So was that really for me, or was that for you?
Hey, Renee Hill, coming here bringing the lumber.
Yeah, I'm not with that whole like, well, at least he was honest with you. It's like, for what? For me? That was all for him to unburden him.
I never looked at it that way. Wow.
Yeah. Not that I don't think apologies are worthwhile, or it's not like I don't think that you should apologize for something you did wrong, but I just feel like you really need to question.
What you were saying.
Yeah. You really need to question your motivations for confessing something of this level. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you really trying to do? A lot of times people are just trying to unburden themselves.
Well, that's what I was saying. That the best thing now is he got it out there. So he doesn't have to worry about that grand piano coming crashing, moving its shoes, looking around, making eye contact with everyone who's walking by.
Trigger warning. This next clip is called Bill Burr and Nia feminism argument. So it may be a little triggering. I don't know. Let's find out.
The way a dog looks around a park while it unloads a dump. My initial reaction was saying to my girlfriend, "Oh man, that's gross. She is breastfeeding." Apparently, this opened the floodgates of feminism. My girlfriend responded, "Why is that gross? That's hypocritical. You men love to see boobs, but when it's for nature's purpose, you complain." I then responded, "Well, the ass purpose is to shit, and men are turned on by a nice ass. Are women now going to start taking dumps publicly since that is the butt's primary purpose?" That's a great fucking point.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
She's not the same at all.
What are you talking about?
Shitting in public cannot be compared to breastfeeding in public. They are not the same thing at all. That's what's called a false equivalency.
Yeah, I don't know. It's both. You're excreting something from your body, and people don't want to look at it. She responded that there is an obvious difference.
Yeah.
Since then, my girlfriend has been sending me all these pro-public breastfeeding videos of moms defending the action. I find it amusing how women all defend it and encourage it, but they know how creepy it is, so most of them won't actually publicly breastfeed with their own kids. I explained to my girlfriend that it isn't the rack sighting that annoys us, obviously, since most of us guys enjoy a nice set. It's more just the public nature of witnessing a baby drink its dinner off its mother's udders. Yeah. He goes, I felt like a chump because I was having trouble explaining why it's not okay to publicly breastfeed. No, it's okay to do it, but like you have the right to look at it and be grossed out. Could use some ammo in this argument, and I'm interested in hearing my favorite comedian rant about this subject. I have a feeling
you can't have a difference of opinion.
Hey, can you be an adult? Can you be an adult and let me finish reading this?
I don't know why like he needs ammo in this thing. Like you just fucking disagree. It's fine.
Are you done?
Can I have some ammo so I can slap my girlfriend upside the head with some facts, man? Some male facts.
As opposed to what, female facts?
Yeah, we're the ones doing it.
Hey.
So, and let me I'm just gonna.
Can I just finish the fucking thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right now, okay? Just because you have found that there are most women who wouldn't just whip it out and breastfeed in public, and it's the same. A lot of women I know wouldn't feel comfortable doing. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing. I would want to cover myself up. But if a woman is not covered up, I support her right in doing that. So just because we wouldn't do it ourselves personally doesn't mean that we're not going to want it for other people. Shit happens. That kid's hungry. You don't always have your scarf or your cover up or whatever. And this kid is screaming and crying and you're stressed out. Here, put a tit in its mouth and so it'll be quiet and be fed and move on. It's not that big of a deal. You can avert your eyes and keep it moving. What is the problem?
No, I'm just saying it's weird to look at.
It is a little off-putting to be like, oh shit, she's breastfeeding. But like, move on, get over it. It's literally a second of your life.
Well, that's what listen. That's what he did.
He doesn't need ammo, so then why is he writing?
Hey, take your voice down here. Take your voice down. Don't act like
ammo in order to come back to his girlfriend with these pearls of wisdom.
Because he's young and he thinks he's actually going to change your fucking mind. Like he should have just said, hey, fair enough. Agree to disagree. Look, all he did was he fucking looked at it and he had his natural fucking reaction, which of course feminists are going to say, no man, that's not the natural reaction. That was put into you by the fucking males that run society, and all that fucking shit. Like, there's shit that guys do in public, I am sure, that is totally fucking legal, that is disgusting.
Like when you're adjusting your balls.
Yeah.
Do men even realize when they're doing it? Like sometimes they're just having a conversation with you and they just like tug on their balls.
Some men know more than others, some don't. Some, more than others. But like, here's my thing, if they're gonna sit there and talk about man spreading like the way we sit on trains, but you can fucking whip your titty out, we're supposed to be like, hey, blah, blah, we can't have a comment on that. You guys are just so fucking. And when I say you guys, I mean feminists. Like, you guys are just so fucking, like, looking at shit just one fucking way. that it's I don't know, like it gets you're doing that classic fucking thing where it starts off, it's a good cause, and then by the end of it, you come out the other side. You're not 100% what the fuck you were fighting, but you have all like a lot of the same elements of shouting people down, not wanting to hear the rest of the fucking guy's stuff. You know, you want to be listened to, but this guy here is just being honest to how he feels, and it makes you feel a certain type of way, however the fuck you say it.
Protein, very important. Because amino acids too. Get big or go home. Oh wait, I am home. Let's get big and stay home. Boom, problem solved. More Bill Burr for you guys. Funny guy.
And then you fucking shout it down and
all right, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough.
There you go.
And you're right, I did shout it down and I did like cut it off because I was annoyed by it. But I think what it is that there is just this feeling of such like I don't know, I feel like the reaction is disproportionate to what they are reacting to. I feel like a child, you know, being fed from its mother, which is a very natural thing, and the reaction that some men have to it is so disproportionate. It's like, it's ridiculous.
What is the reaction?
To the point, the reaction is that he's comparing it to shitting in public. That to me is disproportionate to a child eating off its mother. Really? You think it's like shitting in public?
I thought
really?
No, he doesn't think it. That was a clever fucking comeback to what she said.
Not that clever.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's dumb.
That just means you don't have a good comeback for. Come on, you guys. You know what? I'll tell you, nothing like a fucking feminist to come along and suck the laughter out of the room.
He was the one asking for ammo about how to deal with this fact that, like, listen, his girlfriend probably when she.
Jesus Christ, we did another hour since I turned this fucking thing on. This is like a fucking 2-hour podcast. This is like the longest one ever.
Oh, no, that's not good. That's too long, right? People don't want it to be that long.
Yeah, it's probably too long. Anyways, the end of the day, okay, people have a right to fucking react.
They certainly do.
They do. Like, they look at something, they're like, ugh, okay? The same fucking, like, you're not allowed, you know, with all of that type of shit that falls on the other side of the fence, you're not allowed to have your natural reaction to it. It's automatically considered that there's something fucking wrong with you, and something like that. Dude, there's a lot of fucking, like, here's another thing too, like, there's also like teenage kids walking around and all of that type of shit, and you're whipping your fucking titty up. You can't walk around topless. It's considered indecent exposure in this fucking country. Okay? There's kids walking around, blah, 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 blah. You're pulling out a fucking titty, and then you take a little mini-me of you and you stick it on the end of it. I mean, yeah, there's just something, like, very alien about it.
But I'm not
guys, it's just weird.
I know, but the thing is...
And we have a right to feel that way. I'm not saying we're right in what we're thinking.
Nobody says shit on Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras, and that's not as natural as it is to feed a child, not to me.
What do you mean nobody says shit?
Nobody says shit on Bourbon Street and Mardi Gras when girls are flashing their tits for some like 2-cent plastic beads made in China. Then it's all good. Then it's like shots for everybody. But you know what? No one's feeding their child.
It's not legal.
At the damn airport.
It's not legal.
But you don't see men being like, can you believe the way she just like they're into it. But a woman is feeding her child at the airport and all of a sudden it's like shitting in public.
No, because
that is disproportionate.
I can't even fucking give. I'll get such a great example, but I can't fucking say it.
Why not?
And you're looking at the breast, and when they're just shaking their titties, okay, and then all of a sudden there's a baby, eating off of it. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? To people who don't have babies, it's weird. It freaks you out. Like, oh yeah, that's right. They also do that. And it's also kind of fucking weird. You just sit there eating a sandwich, and then you look down the thing. I know, the whole fucking world needs to just be like, oh, okay, fuck all our feelings. Like that's how this feminist shit is going, where it's just your guy's side is 100% right. The way 100% right. And a lot of times, most of the shit you're bitching about, guys had wrong, and I agree with it. But this whole fucking thing that men cannot have fucking opinions. You guys can tell us how to sit down on a fucking subway, but we can't have a fucking reaction. I don't give a fuck if a woman breastfeeds. I don't. But like when I see some guy who has a reaction to it, and then he gets yelled at, like he wants women not to be able to vote anymore. I just think it's a bit of a fucking overreaction.
I just think that it's interesting that there are certain men who are more comfortable with seeing breasts sexualized than they are for what they
saying sexualized like they're being exploited.
They are more accepting of seeing a woman's breast being used in a sexual manner than they are for like the purpose of what breasts are for, which is like basically to feed children.
That's not all
because otherwise there's
not all they're for.
fat. It's like the fat deposit.
No, that's not all they're for.
What do you mean that's not all they're for?
It's for the survival of mankind in that nice, attracted fucking male, and he comes over and he bangs you, and then when you guys die, there's still other people. There's also that.
So, in other words, for like procreation.
Listen, there's no way to win this fucking argument because women want to be attractive, you want attention, but you want it when you want it how you want it, and guys have to know exactly when that is and when it isn't, and if they don't fucking guess right, it's like the end of a Tom Cruise movie where he's trying to clip which fucking wire, one's gonna blow it up, the other isn't. If you don't 100% know when that fucking thing is, then you are like I don't know what, you're the worst fucking person on the planet.
So what are you saying? Just shut up and take it, however you get it?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Why do you have to go to that level of extreme?
And your Tom Cruise analogy, like the red wire, the blue wire is not extreme?
No, I'm saying it's just like no matter what the fuck we do, we're wrong. It's like you want to fucking put on a fucking push-up bra and have your tits in everybody's fucking face. So wow, ladies, we're not paying for drinks tonight, right? Your fucking little skirt barely covering your fucking hoo-ha, okay? And then all of a sudden, in a blink of a fucking eye, is what the fuck are you looking at? I'm talking about that shit, and you know that shit. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but I don't know what that has to do with breastfeeding and any of that kind of stuff. Because that's not what we're talking about.
Well, you let it into the whole thing, like, you know, you look at, like, sexualized breasts, where it always comes steering around somehow
that is more acceptable than a child being fed off of, like, the breast, and I don't understand why that is. Why that's more comfortable.
Because you're not a man.
To be like,
you're not a man.
Well, then fine, maybe that's what it is, but like, that's something that I feel like people need to get over. I would not breastfeed in public without being covered, but if a woman needs to do it, I get it, and it should end anyway.
I think people can just think what they think.
I
don't feel like the way I look at shit.
The way that they think and promote a little bit. That's how we get to find a little bit more understanding between the sexes, so we don't have
but you know how that works
every year.
But you know how that works.
Argument, like we're not getting anywhere. I don't understand.
All right, but you know how that works. That progression thing works. The only way there's progression in it is if men see the world the way women want them to see the world. That is the so-called progression between the sexes right now. That's fucking annoying because all of my shit is just considered ignorant and not valid, and I'm a caveman, and all of your shit is applause break talk show shit. 100%. And women can literally do exactly to men what the fuck they don't want done to them in different ways. And it's just, and it always, if a guy gets completely fucked over by a woman, what do they say? Well, he picked her, shouldn't have married her. You know what I mean? You guys aren't necessarily held accountable for your actions when you pick a bad dude. If you pick a bad guy and he's a fucking piece of shit, then it's, not only not your fault, it's the guy's fault, and it's all men's. Then all men have to sit down and listen to a fucking lecture or read a sign on a fucking subway, like we're all walking around dragging women down the street by the fucking hair. But there's no signs on the subway or anywhere else about the fucked up behavior that a lot of women display with men.
Okay.
So
that I can accept that.
Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So this is another fucking thing where it's like your guy's reaction literally to how men sit on the fucking subway is 100% validated. I can't be like, listen, I got balls. I don't want to smash it between my thighs. Fucking get over it. I don't have that option. You can be like, well, fuck you. I got to breastfeed my kid. Get over it. The way you look at it is fucked up. But
your cravings have been taken to new heights. Where seasoned beef and crispy potatoes, cozy ovens.
That's that. I'm just checking in on you.
Oh, that was scary.
Yeah, I'm full. Well, because I cooked all day yesterday. Well, we're doing a special one the day after. Why is this so fucking loud? It's been popping lately. Let me turn this down. I actually just talked to my producer. I'm finally going to have a professional level podcast here.
Not this ham radio situation you have.
You served me well. I've been keeping it real since 2007, garage band style, baby. Doing it in your underwear there. Well, Nia, I gotta say this because I like to think that I'm woke. I just want to be the first to tell you Happy Black Friday.
William.
You people have been complaining for years that all you get in February. Don't forget, white people also give you a Friday in November. Happy Black Friday.
Not what it means. Wait, why do they call it Black Friday?
It's an accounting term.
It is?
Yeah, back in the day when you had a ledger. Before spreadsheets. When they it's holiday weekend, all right? Let's not make it pornographic. They would have in the account ledgers whatever was an asset was in black, something positive in black, Mia, huh? And then if it was bad, red, Native American. See, they still kept white people out of it.
Oh, like when people say, "Oh, we're gonna get this company in the black," that means they're gonna
profits.
profits.
Profits. If it's bad, it's in the red, Native American. And if you need to whitewash history, you have white out.
Right.
That's what we do.
Or just insert white people into whatever it is that's going on.
I kind of like the way I said it. Kind of kept the through line.
I bet you do. Anyway, it's great to be back.
It is great to be back.
It is to have the podcast.
Yeah, and I think I gotta say something. Throughout the years being in an interracial relationship, people think that you would argue about I don't know what, whatever. One of our biggest arguments, not lately, one of our biggest arguments.
Okay.
I feel like I'm pitching an episode of like the Jeffersons here for the neighbors down the hall. Is seasoning of food.
Lenny Kravitz's mother.
Oh, that was Lenny Kravitz's mother?
Yeah. Roxy, I don't know her last name. I can't think of it right now.
And the actress who played Walona on Good Times wrote that theme song. The greatest theme song ever.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I knew that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
Are you okay? You okay? I think I knew that. Maybe I did. No, I did. Maybe not. We'll be right back with Conversations with Yourself after these messages.
So you're talking about our biggest argument
Lately, Nia, you solved the shit out of stuff.
I do not. In my culture, we actually season our food, so I know that's like unfamiliar territory for you people, but
Listen,
when food is good, you can actually add like flavors that like dance on your tongue. You're just like salt and pepper. Like that's all.
that is such a crock of shit, but I did tell you this. I think white people season food the way we dance And black people. Black people season food the way you guys sing the national anthem. No, the way you sing the national anthem. Whoa, fucking easy with the salt. Holy shit, man. The fucking
needs flavor. Watch any episode of Top Chef or any of those shows that are like, we didn't season your food enough, you didn't season your food enough. Because people get scammed.
nacho. Slow down.
Here we go.
Seasoning.
So what, you watched a little bit of the Food Network and all of a sudden you just gotta dump a fucking salt lick on every layer of lettuce you put on a burger?
That chicken that I made the other day, for sure. I put the lemon pepper seasoning and I put salt on it, so maybe it was a little.
Oh my god, I felt my heart beating in my ears. There was so much salt in that fucking thing.
Come on.
And the broccoli, what do you mean? We put it in the oven there? Oh my god.
It needs flavor. Wait, can we talk about the time you made a pot roast and didn't salt it? And I was like,
that's not true.
That's
not true. That's not true.
That is true. And you were like, salt for it.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I was like,
I had
to salt the meat.
No.
You were like, I don't know.
This is what happened. You guys ate it and said it needed salt. I said I put in the required amount, but it was the level. It's my mother's recipe, and she's Midwest people from back in the day. And back in the day, you didn't have like all of these fucking Food Networks and all of that. So these are old school recipes. So yeah, I try to kick up the notch. The apple pie, put more cinnamon in it. I kick it up a little, but I don't do like the pimp suit fucking shit that you do to yours.
Okay, the next one's called the side tri-raise, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
Pimp suit?
Yeah, like the extra. Fucking extra. Like, we get it, you're making money. That's what I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I gotta tell you, I crushed the turkey.
You did a good job with the turkey.
Oh, fuck you! I did a good job. I crushed it. Unbelievable. You just won't give it up.
You are so crazy. If I don't wildly compliment you, you spiral. I said you did a good. You said I crushed it. I said,
you know what? You fucking cooked for 4 hours and have somebody go, you did a good job.
I did cook for 4 hours the night before.
No, you didn't. You had me as a fucking assistant. You're like, I need you to help me with this. And you know what I did? I helped you with it. I did all of this shit until the pot cookie kicked in, and then I tapped out. But you were fucking like. But then the next day, I'm going to make my stuffing, and you're fucking browbeating me about how to make toast.
No, I wasn't. You're just a baby.
Oh my God.
All I was telling you was if you wanted to double check the setting on the toaster to make sure that you were comfortable with the level of toast, if you were okay with it being at 4 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just to test it. I was merely a suggestion.
She wanted me to take bread from another loaf and do a test run to make toast. I can see if we were deep frying a turkey for the first time and you wanted to deep fry something else first. We're talking about toast. I mean, what's going to happen? I needed to do like a NASA test for toast.
Yeah, maybe. But I just was saying, you just
sit there. You are such a baby. You're a fucking control freak. You get in the goddamn kitchen and oh my God. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. I'm running around the fucking goddamn thing. I made plenty of good, flavorful fucking meals, and now you're going to sit here and lie to my listeners and act me like I'm old Billy Blandface over here, and I resent that.
You crushed the turkey. It was moist. It was flavorful. It was delicious.
The stuffing?
Oh, it was great. The stuffing always kills.
The mashed potatoes with the fucking salt and pepper, the butter, and the fresh rosemary?
That was delicious as well.
I think that's all I made.
I made the mac and cheese, and
You didn't make the. We made the mac and cheese.
we made the mac and cheese. I don't know. I think I should have taken it. The thing is, it says 30 to 40 minutes, and I checked it at 30, and it wasn't really like golden on top the way you like. And so I put it in for another 5 minutes, and I think that was a mistake. Also, it didn't have enough salt. Five crew members have been positive for the coronavirus.
Fisheries are the break. If anything, the fishery dies. Your Debbie's Catch tonight at 8 on Discovery or stream on Discovery Plus.
I liked it. I thought it had plenty of flavor. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't think it needed any more salt. How much fucking salt can you have in our meal? I don't really get you for a stocking stuffer. I'm gonna get you one of those. What's that? One of the little chicks spilling the salt as she walks down the street in the rain. I'm gonna get you a little fucking salt shaker.
Yeah, whatever that Morton salt.
Morton salt.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, salt is for people who don't know how to cook.
That is not true.
It is 100% true. It's like me saying the F-bomb in my jokes. I don't write a good joke, so the steroids of comedy is a couple of F-bombs, you PED the joke.
People will do anything and make any kind of excuse.
What do you mean by you people?
You know exactly what I mean. To have like, oh, it's too much. Oh, that's you don't know how to cook. Like, are you crazy? Salt and seasoning enhances flavor.
I didn't start this. You're the one who told me that white people don't know how to season food. I never said black people.
Gordon Ramsay was here and he heard you say that, he would slap you across your face.
Say what?
And say you need salt. You need salt.
He lives in England. Those fucking people, everything's gray over there. They don't know how to fucking cook. I was in Liverpool. I almost fucking died of scurvy.
What?
There's fucking no nutrition in that country. If they haven't oppressed the Indian people, then there wouldn't be any good food in that fucking country. That isn't.
That Indian food in England is amazing.
Why? And why is that? 'Cause
Okay. I'm 2 months in. I'm the P90X workout routine, trying to get back in shape. Got 1 more month to go. I think I can stick with it. I think, put my mind to it, I can do it, and you can too. It's really just ignoring all the excuses and getting down to it. You can do it too. If you need any tips or anything, just leave in the comments, and hope you have a good pump. Good night.